What's happening, people? And once again, welcome back to youtube.com/CubCamTV for this, another edition of Cub Reacts on a Friday morning. I'm very excited to be jumping back into business as we continue to explore the latest new musical flavor. Today, we're going to be diving into our first look at this brand new album from the Mavins All-Stars. Very excited to be getting into this. The first track we're going to be checking out on there features Ayra, Starr, Rema, Bayanni, and Crayon. Again, four absolute killers in what they do. It goes by the name Amina. Now, this as a project is very, very exciting. Obviously, we've seen the kind of unison between a lot of the different artists on Mavin. I'd say they probably have the strongest overall roster, which is fantastic to see, and it's great to see them all come together for one solo project. Without further ado, then, we are going to jump into it. If you are new to the channel, do make sure you are getting involved by hitting that subscribe button on the right-hand side of the page, turning notifications on, of course, leaving a like, leaving a comment, and all of that good stuff. Without further ado, let's see how this one's sounding. Let's go. So we're going pacey right from the jump, okay. The thing that I've heard about this album from different sources is that the actual variation on the project is fantastic. It's not like people being warped into tracks because they need to be part of the project. Everyone who is on each track, apparently from a sonic point of view, is supposed to be there. So it's really interesting to hear that Rema's on this one because I can already hear what Rema's going to do on this. Crayon, not as much. Bayanni, yes, sort of. And Ayra, I don't actually know what she's going to do on this. So hearing that as a kind of overall idea for how the project's going to run, really, really exciting. I like the zoom in as well on the visualizer. That's such a good idea. When you've got this kind of like cross shot of everyone involved in Mavin, I love the idea that you can build a visualizer out of just zooming into the person whose verse it is. I love that. I think that's a great way of approaching it. Rema opening this one up then. And again, very, very smooth vocal. Almost quite, it's quite far in the background of the actual mix. A lot of overdubbing and harmonizing going on. It's got this kind of cold feel to it as a vocal. And again, it's a really interesting introduction. The instrumental itself is quite unorthodox. This is quite an unorthodox Rema vocal. And it's a cool combination. Let's go. Proper euphoria running through this one as well. Because at the moment, in obviously the sort of wider scope of Afrobeats, you are seeing a lot more kind of, I want to say, Amapiano influence on a lot of tunes. I wouldn't call this an Amapiano tune in any way, shape, or form. This is its own area entirely. I think I heard the Vibes logo across the intro, which kind of says a lot considering how good Vibes is as a producer. But this is just so unique. I just love the energy we're hearing on the instrumental. There's so many kind of euphoric elements. You've also got those sort of syncopated horn stabs. You've got the natural euphoria that is caused from listening to a Rema vocal that has this level of electronic kind of editing on it. I think this is a really cool approach, man. It's just very different, and I'm hoping the rest of the album follows suit like this because it's cool to see everyone outside a normal comfort zone.
Big vibes, it checks, I come rent the cars. How am I Jimmy Jews, drink booze and my goons and sleep on liquor. Pull up in a Rover, so fine, I go shut you over. The money and the days.
So interesting transition between the two people leading the tune. So it's Ayra and Rema leading the tune. Very interesting how this is being structured. It looks like people are literally just turning up, doing 16s and jumping back out. This is cool. I like the idea of almost rally tracking this. And I like the fact the visualizer is literally just scooting around the image and going back and forth between people. I think that's a really cool way of doing a visualizer. Original idea, simple. Would probably take about 10 minutes to do the entire tune. And I love that. I love the idea of simplicity, but simplicity having a visual effect that works. Again, Ayra's verse, very, very smooth. You can hear a sort of deeper texture to her vocal tone on this one. Really, really cool. Again, I love the fact that everyone's utilizing the pocket so far. That like people are utilizing those little like triple steps. Really, really cool.
Hey, witty. Fine girl, I sample it. Come baby girl, man, I know get it. Speculate. Why you the form? I go knock you out of it. You go feel it, my team is a yoke.
So this definitely feels like, obviously we're over halfway through the tune now, and we have mainly heard Rema the entire way through. I know the other two are featuring, so they're not going to be as prominent, but we've still only heard a 16 from Ayra. So this feels like this is almost Rema's kind of baby project on the overall compilation. Sorry, and I think Ayra's kind of come in and gone. I think Ayra will probably appear again, and then we're going to get little snippets from Bayanni and Crayon. But again, I love the hook on this. Tell me if you're available. Really, really catchy. It just has this silky kind of dip to it, and it does make you move. It works with the instrumental so well. So, interesting note on the instrumental. We're changing to someone else now, which is cool. Interesting note on the instrumental. That percussion has become more and more prominent as the tune has gone on. There's this little kind of clunk in the middle of the arrangement. This sort of sound, and that's become more and more prominent as the tune's gone on. Whether that's just my ears normalizing to the rest of the composition and that's suddenly sticking out a little bit more, I don't know. But it feels like that's definitely become more prominent as the tune has progressed. And again, the production on this is fantastic. I love how unique it sounds more than anything else. Let's go, Bayanni. So these two are almost kind of, I feel the way these two have come involved on this tune is almost like handling the bridge. They've provided two sort of separate vocal lines, but to be honest, they've both had as much on the tune as Ayra has, so I don't know why that Ayra isn't classed as a feature as well, to be fair. I would have liked to have heard more Ayra, but it looks like we're going to get this sort of bridge section, then get another chorus, and that'll be the tune done. I think the way that both of these have come in is good. I would like to have heard more of the collaborative side of it. I feel for an album that is built around collaborations, you shouldn't have as much focus on a singular name, and I know Rema, realistically, is probably the biggest name on Mavin at the moment on this album, and obviously you want to make the most of that, but I would have liked to have heard a little bit more Crayon, you know, a little bit more of Ayra, who all bring their own unique elements to a tune, and would bring something unique to this, to be fair. But it is a catchy hook at the same time, you know. Yeah, this really does feel like a Rema tune featuring the other three, which is fine. Obviously, that's not something to be mad at. Rema's an incredible artist in what he does. I just think the titling's a little bit weird, but that's just me, and I get a little bit funny about things like that. I don't know why. But again, really, really cool tune. I think the production is the highlight. I think Rema's chorus block is good, but I don't necessarily think it is the most outstanding chorus block I've heard from Rema. I really liked Ayra's verse. I really liked how she arrived. I loved the little pockets that she was working in. I liked the sort of more deeper texture to her voice. And I do like the bridge section with Bayanni and Crayon. I think everyone actually does bring something refreshing to this. Let's let it run through to the end and we can give it our final breakdown, but solid. I'd say solid.
Yep. This one goes out to the special ladies. You're beautiful. You're nicely made.
Love the clickiness of that percussion. And there we go. The Mavins, Ayra, Starr, and Amina featuring Bayanni and Crayon. The first track we have reviewed off this brand new project. Well, we've done Wonder Mo and we've done Overdose. But the first of the new releases off this brand new project from the Mavin All-Stars. Again, their label quality is incredible. I can't wait to dive deeper into this as a project, which we are going to be doing over this weekend, and of course the following days. After that, we'll probably be doing it all next week, to be honest with you. There's so many interesting bits to get into. But there we go. Fantastic stuff, guys. Let me know your thoughts on this one in the comments section down below, and as always, if you are new to the channel, make sure you're getting involved by hitting that subscribe button on the right hand side of the page, of course turning notifications on as well, leaving a like, leaving a comment, and all of that good stuff, and we shall see you all next time. Peace.
Sounding so good right now. Baddest sound in a Brighton town.
Yes, it's Kovu, stay locked.
Cooktown TV.
Your boy Slim Forfeit right here, and you're locked on to the best breakfast with man like Cole.
Yo, this is Aaron Glitch and you're tuning to the sounds of Kovu right now. You already know the thing. Bad boy selector. Alright, let's go.